Good evening, everyone. Today I will be talking about Max Weber. Max Weber was one of the most influential socialists of the 19th and 20th centuries. He was a German scholar who made groundbreaking contributions to sociology, economics, and political science. He is also best known for his work on bureaucracy, social action, rationalization, and the relationship between religion and capitalism. He was born in 1864 and he lived during a time of rapid industrialization and political change, obviously in Europe. And he was deeply concerned with understanding how society was transforming and why modern institutions like governments and economics functioned the way they did. His work continues to shape the fields of sociology and political theory today. So now let's dive into his main ideas. The first one is mainly about Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism. One of Weber's most famous works is The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism, therefore mentioned. And in this book, he argued that religious beliefs, especially Protestantism, particularly Calvinism, helped shape modern capitalism. According to him, Calvinists believe in predestination, which meant that they thought God had already determined who would be saved. Since they couldn't know for sure, they saw hard work, discipline, and economics as signs of God's favor. Over time, these values became deeply embedded in Western society, influencing the rise of capitalism by encouraging efficiency, investment, and economic growth. This idea remains important today, as it explains why cultural and religious beliefs can influence economic behavior. His second ideal is mainly based on bureaucracy and rationalization, which I'll explain now. So he studied how modern organizations work, and he introduced the concept of bureaucracy, which he saw as the most efficient way to organize large societies. And in a bureaucracy, we have a structured system with clear rules, hierarchies, and specialized roles. According to him, the bureaucracies are based on rationalization, which means that decisions are made on logic and efficiency rather than traditional or personal connections. While bureaucracies improve efficiency, they can also lead to dehumanization, where people become more into a machine, following rules without thinking creatively. This idea is relevant today when we think about governments, corporations, and large institutions, because they are still used nowadays. And for the third one, we will be talking about social action and power. Again, he believed that understanding individual actions was key to understanding a society. And he identified four main types of social action, which are traditional, affective, value rational action, and instrumental rational action. He also discussed power and authority, classifying authority into three types, which are, again, traditional, then we have charismatic, and rational legal authority. This framework helps us understand leadership, government, and decision-making to this day. And in conclusion, his ideas remain really relevant today. He explained how religion influenced capitalism, how bureaucracy shapes modern society, and how power and authority operate. These help us understand modern governments, businesses, and even personal decision-making because they follow certain rules or ideals that he already imposed. And his theories continue to shape sociology, economics, and politics, making him one of the most important thinkers of modern times. Because of the already mentioned stuff he made, and he said, I really like Max Weber because his ideas help us explain a lot of functions from capitalism, bureaucracy, and leadership. And his concepts bring a lot of benefits and downsides also of efficiency-driven institutions. I also appreciate how he connects the culture, religion, and economics, showing us a path we surely have followed, however, we cannot see with our own eyes. And I honestly think that his work makes me think critically about some sort of power, authority, and essentially just how individuals shape history and how we just connect to it, which is why I find him really, really interesting and fascinating. Thank you so much for listening to my introduction on Max Weber.